Hello, Taurus. Welcome to a reading with me, Cindy. So, Taurus, I have like a tight schedule this week. I don't know how it happened. I have a meeting here, a meeting there. I got this, I got that. I mean, I'm gonna do readings. It's kind of like the thing that I do. I have time for it. So, I am going to be tough with myself. I'm gonna get right down to business. Do these readings for you. We're gonna get right down to it. I'm going to look at past, present, future energy for you. I'm going to start with my energy oracle deck and then build on that with the tarot. There is an extended at the end of the reading as well. The link is at the top of the description if you are drawn to it. And in the extended, I will continue to pull out cards to see where energy goes further into the future with guidance for you as well. So let's get started. Taurus, my bovine babies, how are you? Past, present, and future energy. For Taurus. Past. You have the temple path in the past. So the past could be yesterday. It could be that simple, or it could be further along. You could still be even sitting in this energy a bit. It's really looking within and looking for guidance outside of you too. And even trying to figure out, like, why the hell am I here? What is my life all about? Is what I'm hearing. Like, what is my life all about? What is this really about? What's the purpose in this? Maybe even what's the purpose in this? Something going on in your life and trying to understand. What's the purpose in this? Where are you presently? Well, presently you're in cornucopia. So you're starting to get some really good answers. You're also at the cusp of really good abundance. Something coming in for you. Some sort of payout actually coming forward for you. And in the future, opening up your heart chakra. This is great. I kind of feel like you have done some sort of internal work. You've asked the important questions of yourself in the past. You've come up with answers whether you like them or not. So there's also a lot of self-reflection involved in that. Self-development, looking through your shadow personality and aspects. And currently you are, tells me you're living the big life. You are about to open the key to that. Like physical abundance. That's what this really speaks to me. So maybe your health is really good right now. You're trying to eat really healthy. Things are paying out for you in terms of work or investments, relationships. And here, your heart chakra being really open and really receptive and responsive in the future. What's at the bottom? Taurus, you have victory at the bottom. You are smoking it, man. My bovine babies, you are just smoking it. But you've done the work. You've done the hard work. You've asked yourself those hard questions. Maybe even asked others. Tell me honestly, what do you think of me? Or what do you think of what I'm doing? What do you think? Give me a perspective. And that doesn't mean to ask for something like that you have to make a judgment upon yourself. It just gives you a secondary observation angle into what's going on for you. So we're going to pull 3 cards for each one of these sections here. Look, I can be so efficient at this. I can be. I have a Taurus moon. I need to ground more into that. Because the rest of me is just air and fire. I'm like, wow. You have the King of Swords. Look at trying to find the clear answers here. The Devil. Oh, I like that. And the Star. Holy crap. You're like being so honest with yourself in the past about any toxic behavior, any habits that you've been dealing with, and healing it with the Star. This is amazing. Amazing energy. Look what you've done for yourself. And you've been like, again, maybe you've had to ask yourself those difficult questions and you've come up with difficult answers. But you know what? That is exactly what needed to defeat this energy. And the Star. Healing. Starting to create your wishes and your dreams come true. And look at cornucopia. You have the Page of Pentacles. You have the Page of Cups. When you have the 5 of Cups. I like it. We have 2 pages and then we have sort of, it's like an adult in the deck. So things from the past, I feel like, represent things that haven't worked out. But it's a little bit as if, you know, that isn't, that's almost this energy here, this really young and youthful approach, like taking a practical approach. What do you want to learn now that you're moving forward? Now that you've dispelled what there was from the past as of who you were, Now that you've dispelled that and put it away, well, who are you now as you come out sort of fresh and with a fresh perspective on yourself and where you want to go and how you want to share that energy and what you want to feel? I kind of feel like you're determining, well, I don't want to feel this. This is all sitting behind here, and it's almost like pushing this energy forward to drop what's not serving you. And that's what actually allows like victory to come forward. You may even also, but kind of like, I feel like with these cards, like for sort of narrowing your focus, because something you're either right now or you're about to enter this cornucopia energy where you're creating a lot of abundance for yourself. And we have 2 pages, which is also sort of like starting something fresh, starting something new, maybe a little bit innocent and naive, but it could be new projects. And maybe there's some sort of new things here that weren't working out and they're disappointing. Not hanging on to them and just realizing, you know what, I need to let them go. Because this person does have 2 cups in their hand and they're sort of getting ready to drop them. And it could even represent these 2 sort of energies. Could have been something you could have had an idea. Could have been something that you learned and you wanted to take that forward. And you might have had some sort of emotion attached to it in doing that. But actually being able to see beyond that emotion and saying, you know what, I don't think that's where I need to take my energy. There's something here specifically that's not going to lead to disappointment, where I can take my energy. And then that's what feeds you into this cornucopia. So then you have the 4th chakra. Oh, look, you drop those disappointing cups. And you have the cup of, I was going to call it the cup of chakra. You have the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. It's like your heart is open, but you've got a major block here in the future. Your heart is wide open, but you can't go forward with it in the future. There's something that needs to be dropped. There's something that you're dealing with. Something that you're dealing with in the future is preventing you from being able to move forward or see beyond what it is that you have to deal with. So there could be some responsibilities and it's making you kind of like all tied up. But I feel like it's not where you want to be or go or what you want to do with your energy. This is ready to go. It feels like it's ready to go. Open heart chakra, brand new beginning with this. Like you are leading yourself into a brand new beginning. But there's some sort of outside circumstance in your future that's kind of holding it back. So let's find out a little bit more about that. The 7 of Wands. I like this. 7 of Wands is usually like kind of being a little bit defensive. But this card I love in this deck because she's sort of like, she's defeated whatever existed in front of her or around her that made her feel defensive or challenged. And look at the skies are changing. This cloudy, stormy energy is blowing away. That's definitely how I would describe what's going on here. But you start a new cycle in the future here, and you're the spark of this cycle with your heart chakra. And it also shows us a lot of the healing that has taken place in your past. But there's some sort of extending circumstances that are preventing you. So what is this 10 of Wands? What is this 10 of Wands? Well, how is that like that? That's weird. Okay, the Emperor. Wow, you have the King of Wands and then the Emperor. The Emperor was weird the way it was sitting like that in the deck. I pre-shuffled it. I don't understand how that happened. But anyways, it's meant to be done now. So there's something that you really, really want to go towards. Like the King of Wands, when they know what they want, when this individual knows what they want, when you're in the power of the King of Wands, the energy of the King of Wands, you really see what you want. You really know what you want. You're going to go after it. You're going to find a way to get it. But there's, again, like I just said, it could be something that you're dealing with. It could be some sort of responsibilities that you have to deal with, maybe at work, and family. This could even be like wanting to start a brand new project in life. And you feel so excited about it. It opens up your heart chakra. You feel alive, fresh. It is a new beginning for you. But it's almost as if there's something else in another part of your life that has to be dealt with. But it doesn't weaken you. I do want to say that because you have this King of Fire here, this King of Wands. It does not weaken you. You stay persistent in what it is that you want. but it is being blocked by some sort of heavy. It could be a parental figure, the Emperor. It could even be a spouse, the demands of a spouse, or a boss. And what is the Eight of Swords? And now you're like, it's almost as if, well, if this wasn't enough, if this doesn't keep you busy enough, this will too. I feel like it maybe even a way you sense danger, or you can sense in yourself that it's not the right time to move forward somehow. The Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Wow, you were really holding back. Yeah, this feels like two parts of your life. Because here's what you're holding back. You're holding back the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. You're holding back expressing some sort of mutual love, feelings, and emotions that you have for someone that you see, like a deep soulmate connection here. But there's something else that has to do with much like heavier responsibilities that you have to deal with, that you were kind of burdened with these. You know what I'm hearing too? I'm kind of hearing, well, I'm the only one that can do this. So there might be, maybe you are the only one that can handle whatever this responsibility is, or maybe you are making yourself believe that too. Because the Eight of Swords is like, well, you are intentionally holding yourself back here. So that's what you're holding yourself back from, is your Ace of Cups, your new beginning. There's something else that has to be dealt with. Are you the only one that can really do this? No. Well, maybe. I saw the Three of Pentacles first, but then I saw the Tower. No, you are an important cog, and whatever this is that you're doing, it would be a big problem. It kind of would. So you have to be responsible for something here. It's almost like I'm not watching this much, but a little bit of that that program, The Crown on Netflix. Duty before love. That's what this is. It's like duty before love. You have duty before love. Then you can, because yeah, the castle could fall apart. It does. Look at the castle, the tower. At first I thought, no, there's other people to do this, but oh, if you walked away from it, yeah, it is. Yeah, look after yourself. Stay healthy. They need you. Whatever you're doing. If it's your family, even if it's a parental thing, like you have to kind of stick something out here before you can go. So in your immediate future, you still have to look after your responsibilities. You can't chase, you can't be, who was the king that abdicated the throne? He was like, no, love before duty. But then he ended up with no money. So yeah, right now, oh, look at you. Right now, yeah. You've got, underneath, you've got the Two of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and Eight of Pentacles. It's like all you can do is dream and imagine. You have to push away emotionally to focus on something pentacly. Three-dimensional here. Some sort of physical responsibility. Some sort of practical duty that you have moving into the future. You have to do that. The Tower will fall apart without you. If it's something that's meant for you, and it very might well be with the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. So maybe you know this person already has feelings for you, because the Queen of Cups is mutual. Mutual feelings and emotions for someone. And so is the Two of Cups. So there you go. Do you want me to pull something on victory? Because I'm doing really good. I'm being really efficient. I have a little bit of time. So victory. Victory for Taurus. Who are you coming out like right now? You're coming out like this guy, right? Like this is you. Trying to hide it. I turned it the wrong way. Well, in the future, you know what you want. You know what you want to move towards, but there's some sort of responsibility that sits between you and that. Like the King of Wands. Creative, dynamic, sexy, you know. Queen of Wands. You got the Queen of Cups and Two of Cups. So see, there is something really beautiful and mutual for you in the future. But duty calls first. So there you go. Look at me. I can be all efficient. I hope you like that. It was kind of short and sweet, but I think I'm going to have to do that this week. I have to talk really fast, be really clear and concise, and make it really, you got it, you got it. Or we're not going to get any readings this week. So thank you so much, Taurus. I'm going to go do the extended and see where future continues to go, where energy continues to go into the future. as well as continued guidance for you. Thank you. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.